Elizabeth, and I'm joined this week with Coach Morgan. The Bucks are coming off a 14-7 win over Dayton Christian. It was a tough game, but it was nice to see the kids battle a little bit. What is your feeling about the overall game?
Overall, I mean, there's a lot of areas of improvement to focus on. One of the cool things was we've not really been in a game that was a close game where you had to play with the pressure of, it could go your way. So having that pressure on the kids and the coaches to see how we respond to the adversity was really good opportunity for us. But yeah.
Yeah. So defensively, the Bucks made some huge plays in critical situations. So what is your impression of the defensive performance this week?
Overall, they carried the game for us. They held them scoreless until the fourth quarter. They had a phenomenal night. I think you're probably going to hear a little bit of the run game, but our run defense was phenomenal. I mean, they were old school wing T offense. They would just power the ball down you, and our D line had to step up big time and make plays, and they did a heck of a job on the line big time.
Yeah. Dayton Christian actually ran the ball 42 times and only got 64 yards for 1.5 yards per carry. It seemed like our defensive linemen had a great game, so how accurate is that?
Perfect, yeah. I mean, they're the ones that carried us to the game. And Trenton Hager had a phenomenal game at nose. And not only did he grade out well and just have a good execution tonight, he stepped up and made plays that were huge for the Bucks. The one in the fourth quarter where he plays with aggression and effort, knocks to the line, steals the ball from the quarterback, and runs 75 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah.
They definitely sealed the game for us. But the D-line, the linebackers, it was just a solid night for those guys, and they were having to make plays almost every play and being challenged every time. And Dayton Christian's a pretty solid team that's going to win some games this year. So it was awesome to see those guys step up big time.
Yeah, so offensively, we ran the ball well and we gained 204 yards rushing, but we did have some struggles with the passing game. So what is your overall impression of the offensive execution?
Execution was not the greatest. Like I said, the run game, like our running backs, Jordan Miller and Tanner Palsgrove, they had a phenomenal night. They run so hard. They're some tough kids. Our line did pretty well. There's still a lot of areas, just a small detail execution of the line that needs to improve. But a lot of stuff is just things we can control. I thought play calling was not the best on Friday from our side, from us, from me. So improving some of those areas, being a little more prepared, a little more focused in those areas. All around, players, coaches, everybody would make a huge difference. But it's nothing like, our kids are great. They play like insanely hard. They fight like crazy. It should be a little more execution, a little more focus on certain times.
Yeah, so obviously there were some areas for improvement. So what are the key areas of improvement that we're addressing this week in practice?
One, execution. Like, we didn't grade out very well offensively. I think overall as an offense we graded as a D- on Friday. So that needs to be dramatically improved. And just as coaches, having a better game plan going in, being a little more solid in what we're doing. Yeah.
So this week we have a really tough game against Fort Loramie. What does Fort Loramie bring to the table?
They're a solid team. I mean, every year they're really good. They probably played one of the hardest out-of-conference schedules in the state of Ohio, probably. So they've had some good teams. I mean, they played Marion local in the scrimmage. They played Minster for Versailles coming up to this point. So they've been tested a lot, and I'm sure that they've improved a lot from that too. They have some solid kids. They run the ball really hard. They come at you hard. So it'll be an awesome challenge for our kids. But it's our goal this year is to attack every opportunity with intention and energy, and that's what we're going to do on Friday.
Yeah. So besides execution, is there anything else that the Bucks need to work on to give themselves the best chance to win against Fort Loramie?
Just keep doing what we do. I mean, our kids play with intense energy. They play with a lot of relentless effort, and that's what sometimes we make mistakes that we need to fix. But sometimes those mistakes can be hidden a little bit with the effort that they give.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's all I have, so thanks. Next, we'll be joined by two seniors, Tanner Palsgrove and Kian French. Welcome back. I am joined here with two of our seniors, Kian French and Tanner Palsgrove. Guys, this is your senior year, but if you look back, way back when you guys were really little, was there any players that you guys really looked up to, and if you did, why?
He's actually one of our coaches now. I looked up to Coach Miller a lot. I always wanted to be a running back. I never got to do that. But no, I always wanted to be a running back. He always ran hard. He was a great linebacker. And
yeah, that's cool. Tanner, what about you?
Mine was Braden Wiggins. He was also running back, and yeah, I just love the way he played.
Yeah. Okay, so now as a senior, how do you guys feel about the team going 2-0 to start the season?
It feels so nice to like have people realize the growth that we've made. I know like last year we talked like, oh yeah, we're making so much growth, and you know we never really got to show like the community how much growth we actually did, and it's showing this year, and it feels pretty nice.
What about for you?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't there for all of it, just coming in this year, but no, it's awesome to see. I mean, the seniors and where they're at, and I mean that sophomore class is insane. So
Yeah. Okay, so for Kian, this is your 4th season at the varsity level, and you battled through some pretty bad injuries. So what does it mean to you to show the type of toughness and determination that you've displayed throughout your whole football career?
You know, I tried my hardest not to make my whole shoulder thing like a big deal or like an excuse or something like that. Just because, you know, I'm only going to get, you know, these 4 years, and we're about, I don't know, it feels like that this summer went a lot faster than I wanted it to. And, I don't know, I kind of just try to ignore it and try to play through.
So Tanner, this is your first year playing football. Walk us through kind of what happened, like the mindset going into this, and just everything that goes along with that.
I don't know. I was really up in the air. I mean, I came in like second to last week of July. So, but I've ran cross country for the past 5 years, junior high through my high school career. But no, my brother really wanted me to play, and I know my grandpa's been dying for me to play. So I said, well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot more people with that, but those were the two that really got me to kind of come out. And I mean, it's my last year, like he was saying, senior year. I mean, you just kind of got to go for it all.
Yeah. So Kian, you've also played a lot of different positions on offense and defense throughout your career, which really shows your unselfishness and the leadership for the team. So can you kind of speak on that a little bit?
I feel like a really good trait of like a leader is like leading by example, and that's always something that I try to like live by. Is like, you know, you can't tell somebody to do something if you're not going to do it yourself. So like it's hard for me to coach a position if I can't run the position myself. So, you know, if there's an opening, if I can help somebody out, like help the team out in a different spot here, like I'm gonna, you know, go to the coaches and be like, put me here, like let me learn it. So then, you know, just still the whole like lead by example thing.
Yeah, for sure. Tanner, I don't know if you know this, but you actually wear your grandpa's number 21 when he played back in the day. So what does that mean to you to be able to keep that legacy going?
Yeah, so that's the reason I did choose that number. I knew he was number 21, and he was on a really good team. I mean, they went undefeated. But yeah, no, it means a lot. I was really happy to be able to get that number. So
yeah, for sure. So for both of you, what does it kind of mean to you guys to be a part of the Buccaneer culture and the tradition? You now for 4 years, and you coming into like the football tradition part of it.
You know, it's changed. I mean, me specifically, it's changed me like an insane amount. And growing up with everybody that's on the team now, like I can see it like in the process of changing, and it has changed. Like everybody, I mean, especially like for the better. So.
Yeah. Tanner, what about you?
I honestly love it. I mean, I do kind of wish that I would have done it the previous years, but. No. But yeah, no, I think it really showed me how much you can push yourself and other kids can push themselves. Cause like I play other sports, and it's like you don't see it as much in those sports, and you come here and it's like, wow, you guys, everyone can really actually push themselves hard.
Yeah, for sure. So here we are in week 3 against Fort Loramie. So what type of leadership will you guys provide for the rest of the team and opportunity to win this game?
You know, one of our big focuses this week is energy along with like intentionality.
Yeah.
So that's like along the lines of going hard, running through people, being tough all the time, but also having like 100% execution. You know, I think that's the biggest thing I've been trying to push this week is like if we can do both of those things, we're unstoppable. So.
Yeah, for sure. Tanner, what about you? What are you going to bring to the team this week?
Yeah, I'm going to bounce off like his energy thing. That's been one of our big things. But yeah, I really just want to come out, bring some energy. I don't know, show back to the community a little bit, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Well, that is all we have for tonight. So good night and
Go
Go
Bucks.
Bucks.